good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Wednesday, the 21st day of February in the year 2024. Thanking God for life, for opportunities, for challenges. Yeah, always remember that the challenges make you bigger, stronger, and better than you were before they came on stream. Morning, Mary Banks. How you doing? Hope you had a wonderful night. Yes, good morning to you. Hope all is well. I do hope that you have a great day. It's the number one spot on your frequency dial on morning times and always. Classic 105.5 and 105.9. Mr. David Morin, good morning to you, bro. How you doing? Tony J, what's up? What's up? To all the wonderful folks who are always locked on with us, good morning to you. Remember, you are an award-winning crew, right? Yeah. Nice. Always remember to thank him, yeah? In advance, too. Yeah, thank him for what he hasn't done yet, what he's going to do. He's going to do something remarkable in your life, man. Just be patient. Good morning to the folks on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Good morning to you. How are you doing this morning? I hope all is well with you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Milton Coy, good morning. Long time I haven't been in touch, man. Yulin Alexander says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, everybody. Blessings for a wonderful Wednesday. Yeah, have a great, safe day, everyone. Catherine Phillip is in the house. She says, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Michelle Bernard, good morning, Michelle. Sharon Bartholomew says, good morning, y'all. All the way from Northern Virginia. Happy Wednesday. You're back, all right? Okay. Arthur Langine, good morning, my dear brother, from a different mother, of course, and that will always be. Yeah, good morning, Judy Hosford. How are you doing? Judy, you good? I hope you're doing fine, yeah? All right, Monica May Rose Williams says, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning, everyone. Thanking God for life. Yeah, it's important that we do that. Morning, Erlyn. How you doing all the way in the US of A? All right, morning, Nadisha. Good morning. How do you do? Hope all is well with you. Good morning. How are you? I heard Miss Pearl Douglas, known as PCD, is dead. She was a good what? Wow. My goodness. You see why I don't like listening to the obituaries and things like that? PCD is, well, let me not say that, all right? Can't believe this. But that's a message that just came across. Okay, well, if it's, if it's true, then condolences to the family, man. Wow. Okay. Sometimes I wonder. Nonetheless, it is what it is. Good morning, JJ and Daphne and Sylvie. Good morning. How do you do? Mwah. Hope you all are doing fine. The folks inside of Cloger in St. John, good morning. Guav, good morning. Chantimel Duquesne, good morning. Fontenoy and Point, good morning. John Best, good morning, Grenada. Aruba is in the house. Wow. Morning, how you doing, bro? How is Aruba this morning? Lucille Pascal says good morning. Good morning, Lucille. Hope you're doing fine. Again, reaching out to Bishop George Fletcher and family. Deepest condolences. Be strong. I know you're a strong, tough cookie. You'll go through this. You'll get through this. Laying to rest of your mom tomorrow in the U.S. Sister Fletcher, good morning. How do you do? Nicole and Jason, Jada and what's my name again? Jelon? Yeah. Andy Forrester, A&R Places, Brooklyn. Okay, all right. Good morning, good morning. Sylvina Charles, good morning, Innocent, and everyone tuned in at this time. Have a blessed day, everyone. Stay safe. Good morning to Mr. Jervis Dabrio and the folks at CSERT. Keep on doing what you're doing, keeping us informed. Folks, be careful. The hackers are real. The scammers are real, man. You know, when I turn on Facebook here on mornings, the number of people that I don't know who are coming up requesting friendship, sending friend requests. Please think before you click, all right? Of course, want to say good morning to Pastor Laurie Dominic and the first family of the Wester Hall New Testament Church of God. The congregation, good morning. Remember, there's a fast and pray going on for all the men. Started 6 p.m. yesterday and will end at 12 noon on Friday. Rachel Benjamin, good morning, bro. Hi, good morning, Rachel. How you doing? Or Richard, rather. Wow, did I say Rachel? Richard Benjamin, good morning. How do you do? Golden Heart, good morning, beautiful Grenada from Spain. Wow. Yeah, we going Playboy. All the way from Spain. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Let's get with the program and look at the word of the day. Today, it's an exciting word. It's a very funny word. It's a verb. It's an action word. It's a doing word. That word today is the word lampoon. Lampoon. L-A-M-P-O-O-N. L-A-M-P-O-O-N. And what it means, to lampoon someone or something is to ridicule that person or thing, especially through the use of harsh satire. Like to give people talk, you know, that's how we say it locally, giving me talk, giving me lyrics, you understand? You're styling me. Hey, Cruz, good morning, Cruz, how do you do? And Curtis and family out there in Apritwood. Apritwood, good morning. Lisa and family, good morning. Soup, what's up, papi? Mr. Michael Pierre. Bath and family, Dada. Aye, everybody, morning. Flap and family, good morning. Bosco. And Joel, the smart man. What's up, papi? Here's how we can use that word. Lampoon. The exhibit chronicles the long history of lampooning public figures in cartoons. Yeah. Nowadays, with the use of artificial intelligence, AI, all kind of thing happening. Seeing all kind of videos surfacing. Hey, Judge, good morning to Judge. What's up, Judge? Nice. Morning, Nadisha and family. Good morning to the family of Cafe. Croshoe, Pomrose, Latant, Mount Agnes, good morning, the folks up there at Mount Agnes, good morning, Red Bull and Esther and family. Everybody, Dougie, good morning to you. My dear lady that fries the chicken at the bus, close to the bus shed in Pomrose Junction, good morning. She's always locked on. How do you do? All is well. $5 fried chicken coming up. Good morning to Miss Marisho from T's Eco Garden. Best cocoa tea in the world. Yeah, you gotta check it out, folks. I don't know if you realize it, but Grenada is just an awesome place, and ever too often we introduce our visitors to it and we ourselves don't appreciate it, man. Let's appreciate Grenada, right? It's only when we appreciate Grenada fully, then we can share this appreciation with our visitors, okay? Yeah, visit the spots, man. Nice. So, Miss Marisho and your team, good morning. Keep on doing your great work. Nice. The thought of the day today: you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Yeah, you're never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream? I was reading the other day of a gentleman in his 70s that went back to primary school. Yeah, thought he missed out on some things. He went back and get it done. He's never too old to start anew. Good morning to all the teachers of the nation. How they do, teachers? Remember your role, all right? As The Rock would say, know your role and know your place. You know what I'm saying? You are tasked with the responsibility of training the future minds of Grenada. That's a noble thing, all right? I celebrate you this morning as teachers, okay? Nice. Not forgetting our nurses, our hard-working nurses and those in the medical fraternity. Nurse Maxwin, good morning to you. Yes. Good morning to all the hospital staff. Yeah, in Grenada, Carriacou, and, Petite Martinique too. You know what I'm saying? Good morning to you all. Conditions are not always right for you to excel, but you still do a dedicated job. And you must be recognized and commended for that. Dr. Keith Johnson, good morning, Doc. How are you doing? Dr. Bernard, Dr. Francis, Devon Globe Francis, Dr. Francis Martin, Dr. Donald Noel. Why did I start that now? I can't remember all the names. Dr. Mitchell, George Mitchell, how are you doing, bro? All right, so buzzing this morning, of course, we heard that Grenada's a four-man contingent returned from the World Aquatic Swimming Championships that was held in Qatar, and they've given a commendable performance. All right, yeah, commendable, wow. Also buzzing this morning, American Airlines is raising the bag fees. You have to pay more for your check-ins. You understand? I mean, could you imagine that American Airlines in 2022 raised $1.4 billion by charging for the bags that you travel with? Wow. Well, it's cheaper to buy clothes when you reach where you're going. Yeah. Come on, guys. I know you heard of the big cocaine bust in Tobago. Yep, all right. That is still being investigated. And the folks from Paradise FC International, they're still celebrating their victory at the Grenada Football Association Premier League. Yeah, they regained their title and they're celebrating. All kudos going out to you, man. The folks inside of Paradise and surrounding areas, Simoon, Nenny, Miss Quinn, good morning. Dexter, Roxy, and Andre, good morning to you. Yep. Viola, Vi, good morning to you. How you doing? Hope all you're doing well, boy. Denson and the folks in Chocolate City, good morning to you all. So remember the thought for the day. You're never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Shama Pierre, good morning to you. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Nice. Miss Valerie Farray out there in Windsor Forest, good morning to you. Hope you're doing fine, the entire household. Nayland family next door, good morning. Agai, good morning to you. My partner Skara, how you doing, boy? You alright? Hope all is well. Corinth, good morning. The Taylor family, good morning. Rastaman, you think it easy to take it easy? Oh my goodness, take good care of the goats, alright? Don't let anyone steal them. Yeah, protect them. Folks, it's 15 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's time for us to take that break. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather forthcoming. Those of you who are on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. Dodo Charles says, good morning, GT and everyone. This is not GT, but GT Dodo's. Charles says, good morning. Pauline Barreto, not only American Airlines, I was surprised. I paid $60 for a bag on JetBlue to Grenada. Wow. Denver Joseph, long live Grenada, coming from the cold. Okay. Nice. Really, these airlines are overdoing it. Tickets to come to home for Carnival, $1,700. Well, you're wrong. You shouldn't go back. You should just stay one time. Jasmine Dewati Dasham. Good morning, Grenadians. All the way from Guyana. Everybody's locked in. Folks, we've got to do that break. We've got to do the news. See you on the flip side of 7 for the conversation. Bye-bye.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you ride, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you ride, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showcase of talent, speed, and determination at the 2024 Carifta Games. This prestigious event brings together the best young athletes from across the Caribbean, competing for glory like never before. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, Carifta embodies the essence of Caribbean unity through sports, igniting a flame that illuminates the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on this incredible event, taking place at the Karani James Athletic Stadium from Saturday 30th March to Monday 1st April 2024. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical or visit gotofed.com and secure your spot to be part of this extraordinary celebration of athleticism.
Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Thanks for joining us. Workers at Gravel Concrete and Emulsion Production Corporation are demanding board representation and resolution of contract worker issue. These are among workers' concerns that remain unresolved. More from my colleague, Rena Pett-Thomas.
Workers at Gravel and Concrete are ready to take extreme measures if underlying issues are not resolved with the board of directors, specifically with contract workers and representatives on their board. Despite their protest action in December of last year, the workers say the board of directors of the Gravel and Concrete Emulsion Production Corporation has yet to invite the workers' appointed representative to participate in any board meetings. Additionally, the prolonged issue of contract workers' appointments remains unresolved, prompting workers to demand action after a year of inaction to address their grievances. Andre Lewis, president of the Technical and Allied Workers Union, explains.
And the commitment was given by the board, including the chairman, Sylvester Collis, whose name has been in the media most recently, as you will know, that the aspect of the worker representative will be addressed in keeping with the agreement, keeping with the commitment of the government that was made since December 8, 2022. Where our worker representative accepted the appointment, signed the relevant document, but for some strange reason that appear to be coming clearer now, certain board members, it may appear, may not feel comfortable, based on what we are hearing, with having a union representative, a worker representative on the board. And therefore that begs into question what is the motive. You're hearing all kind of different things taking place between Gravel and Concrete. And therefore this matter must be addressed now.
The union leaders said a collective decision was made to issue a final letter to the board outlining workers' demands.
We took the collective decision to write the board a final letter stating that the workers' representative on the board of directors must be written to, must be invited to attend the next board meeting, which may be next week. Plus, we will also inform the board that in keeping with Article 6.4, subsection D of the collective agreement, we expect that all contract/casual workers must be written to informing of the permanent status within the corporation. We'll be giving them that we expect this to be done by month end.
Lewis said the union is yet to receive any response on the matter from Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, who is also the Minister for Infrastructure, and responsibility for the cooperation is included in that portfolio.
The union wrote the Prime Minister and Minister for Infrastructure and Physical Development, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation and Transportation, who is the Prime Minister, on September 28, 2023, advising them officially of the matter, and we are yet to have a response. But there comes a time, as the workers have said, that we just can't keep writing and writing and writing. And we just can't keep calling and calling, and sometimes they misrepresent our outreach.
In the coming days, the outcome of the disputes between Board of Directors of Gravel and Concrete and workers will be determined based on response by management. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
The National Bus Association has launched a campaign to end violence against bus operators. It is aimed at raising awareness and garnering support from the public, authorities and other stakeholders, while emphasizing a need for collective action to curb violence in the transportation sector. Rena P. Thomas has another report.
In a combined effort to address a concerning trend of violence against bus drivers and operators, the executive and members of the National Bus Association have launched a campaign urging an end to such acts. The initiative was kicked off with bus operators placing stickers on their vehicles, aimed to raise awareness and garner support from the public and authorities alike. The company targets various stakeholders, including members of the community, law enforcement agencies, and government officials, emphasizing the need for collective action to curb violence in the transportation sector. Speaking on behalf of the National Bus Association, Public Relations Officer Derek McKenzie said bus drivers and operators provide an essential service, transporting passengers safely to their destination, and should not have to fear for their safety while performing their duties.
We are here to say that we did some stickers that you will find display on most of the buses against violence. To us, violence in all forms is not acceptable. violence against operators, the public against operators against the public, and enforcement against operators. Well, the design came up by the executive of the association, and here we speak of stop abusing your authority. And then we have the other one which says violence. He said that violence in all forms is never acceptable. And this one is a more general one, which speaks about all forms of abuse that you could think about. It doesn't necessarily have to be physical, verbal, sexual, whatever way it is. We just want to say that we stand against all forms of violence.
Additionally, Mackenzie said the Bus Association is calling on those in authority to better manage the level of force used to deal with issues involving bus operators. He referenced a recent incident which went viral, saying it was not warranted, and as such, they are in full support of the member taking legal action. For instance, in the last incident to us, in our view, that level of force has been excessive, regardless of what the circumstances is. No one should suffer a broken nose for maybe a fixed penalty or whatever altercation that we have. And we from the NBA, we stand with the gentleman. Currently, he's back to work, but he nursed a broken nose. He has retained a lawyer. I think he currently waits from the medical report from the hospital. We supporting him whatever way that we can, financially or otherwise, to move forward with that. And we just want to say that we just need some form of justice for him. And we'll be standing here and watching to see what will transpire from that. By fostering a culture of respect and cooperation within the industry, the campaign aims to create a safer working environment for all workers. Mackenzie, who is the president of the Grenada Bus Association, said stickers will be sent to bus operators on the sister isle.
Actually, we started the rollout of the stickers last Thursday. Yeah, and we would be sending some to Carriacou because everything, most people say we tend to leave out Carriacou. So Carriacou, you're not forgotten, you'll be part of it. And we asking, the operators are asking for it, they're collecting them. Eventually we might do bigger ones. This is just a small one to start, but we want to take a real serious stand against abuse. It's really not the way that we need to go in our society. Grenada is really too small for that.
The launch of this campaign underscores the seriousness of the issue and the determination of the National Bus Association to tackle it head-on. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Other news, drafting a legislative framework that will guide the transformation of the youth justice system. The goal of a 3-day national workshop being held at Spice Island Beach Resort this week. More from Christina John.
The Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs is looking at ways to possibly improve and reviewing legislation surrounding child and youth justice, specifically the Juvenile Justice Act 2012 and Draft Juvenile Justice Policy and Child Protection and Adoption Act 2010. This will be done under the Opportunities to Advance and Support Youth for Success project, OASIS. Addressing attendees, Ms. Cindy James, the National Coordinator, Grenada, provided an overview of the workshop, indicating that the goal of OASIS is to transform the youth justice system.
As mentioned before, OASIS is building on the work done during the JJRP, which was held over a 10-year period between 2012 and 2022. The JJRP focused on the shift from punitive to rehabilitative child justice system. During the JJRP Phase 1, the focus was on diversion and alternative sentencing, whilst JJRP2 focused on establishing and strengthening diversion, rehabilitation, and reintegration approaches for children in conflict with the law. OASIS builds on its 3 pillars: diversion, rehabilitation, and reintegration. Diversion: children and youth in conflict with the law are legally protected and benefit from diversion or alternative sentencing. Rehabilitation: children and youth in conflict with the law have access to programming that is sustainable and provides accountability, changes behavior, and empowers youth. Reintegration. Offending youths can successfully re-engage in family and society.
Further strategic approaches were identified upon approval of Year 2 work plan.
Component A, legislative harmonization and policy framework development. Component B, diversion, rehabilitation and reintegration processes and programming. Component C, institutional and systems strengthening. And component D, behavior modification through communication.
Ms. James explained some of the tasks that will be undertaken in the coming year.
Conduct legislative reviews, of which we are participating in today. 2, develop and implement guidelines or standard operating procedures to support expected outcomes. Capacity building, strengthening referral networks, education and skills training, drafting a public-private partnership engagement plan, review, revise, and develop strategies relating to diversion, rehabilitation, and reintegration, and evaluate case management and data systems. I end on this theory of change, and I quote, "If more young people in conflict with the law are legally protected and diverted into quality diversion or alternative programs, if offending youth are able to re-engage in society meaningfully, and if data systems are strengthened to guide decision-making and provides better case management, then youth recidivism is reduced."
Christina John, GBN News.
This story to report: the recent oil slick just off the coast of Trinidad and Tobago is reportedly drifting further away from Grenada shores. We have more in this report.
It is highly unlikely that this oil would impact Grenada, though it's not improbable, but it is highly unlikely given the current and the way the current runs and stuff like that. It would take that oil away from the shores of Grenada, but it's not something that is out of the woods. In terms of the distance, my last information that I would have received was 64 nautical miles from Point Saline. Okay, so it is not that close to Point Saline as maybe you would have heard, and the curvature or the pattern, the current, it will take it away from Grenada in a northwesterly direction. Mm-hmm. Yes.
That was Inspector Dexter Roberts, Operations Officer of the Grenada Coast Guard. He weighed in on the situation on Monday's Beyond the Headlines program, where he provided an update on the oil slick, which occurred after an oil tanker overturned just off the coast of Tobago on February 7. The inspector discussed the issue alongside maritime law expert attorney Anselm Clouden, who had earlier called for a contingency plan to mitigate challenges of this nature. Attorney Clouden maintains that efforts to contain the spill is of paramount importance at this point.
This ought to be given anxious consideration. This is before you consider things as environmental damage to the ecosystem, dead fish on the shores, birds. The entire maritime environment is now contaminated by this toxic emission of petroleum. So that those things would have to be assessed as you go along.
The Grenada Coast Guard is responsible for initial response to these types of occurrences. Inspector Roberts explained that there is a 3-tier contingency plan in place to protect Grenada's maritime territory.
As we speak, based on the plan, the contingency plan, the Coast Guard commander is responsible, or the Coast Guard is responsible for response. So the Coast Guard commander becomes the on-scene commander, meaning that he's the one that is responsible for coordinating all of the cleanup efforts at the site of that spill. Right? His responsibilities do not only lie with the cleanup, but in terms of getting resources that are needed, because on island we do not have all the resources that we would need in case we have a major oil spill, and that is where we have a regional effort would come in eventually in case we do have a major spill.
For GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Television Centre's suggestions of separate inspection for some vehicles, a need for community policing, and a closer look at obstructions along roadways are some of the recommendations being put forward by the Safety Foundation. I'm Safer. Christina John has more.
Founder of the Asher McIntyre Safety Foundation for Roads, Safer, Sylvan McIntyre, is of the opinion that there should be a separate inspection process for particular types of vehicles. He also believes there should be more technical people involved in the process. McIntyre, a former superintendent of police, made this statement against the backdrop of a number of heavy-duty vehicles having specific purposes. Regular checks, he said, will ensure and enhance safety on the nation's roads.
I draw back to the position that I still hold. I believe that there should be a different inspection process for particular types of vehicle, and that process should be more times per year, particularly the ones that travel a number of persons. For instance, taxis and buses and sizes of buses and goods vehicle and trucks, etc. They should be going through a different kind of inspection, maybe twice or three times per year. A lot of police officers have been used, and I know in no way disregard the police expertise in doing that. But a lot of police officers have been used for that, and in my opinion, more police officers should be released into more active police functions, and we could involve more other technical people with engineering and mechanical technical expertise to be employed in those capacities, so that they can ensure that particular vehicles, they are more rigorously inspected and they would meet the requirement for on-road.
All right. 7 inspection sites have been established to facilitate the annual inspection of motor vehicles, which began on January 2nd and will continue until June 30th. The Royal Grenada Police Force is encouraging vehicle owners to get their vehicles inspected at the earliest opportunity. Inspections are carried out between the hours 9 a.m. and 12 noon and 1 to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. Making another observation, McIntyre cited a need for more policing in rural communities. He also highlighted the potential result of obstructions that are prevalent along the nation's roadways.
I also speak of the human capacity of the RGPF. I know they've made a very strong effort over the last couple of months. I've seen an increase in the number of police officers joining and becoming more exposed and disposed to national duties. However, I think the presence and the process of vehicle checks throughout the days and nights and throughout our rural communities, that need to be enhanced a bit more. I maintain that policing is not just in our towns and in our cities, but there are quite a number of things that impact on road safety in the rural community. There are quite a number of places where the fire truck will not have access because people park indiscriminately, the roadside garages, and so they pull vehicles and other things without consideration for other people. And that process of ensuring that our roadways are clear, it is critically important.
Christina John, GBN News.
Now, a Grenadian copped 3 accolades at the recently held Caribbean Baking Awards 2024 for the very first time in the British Virgin Islands on Saturday. Nisha Paul has this report.
Raul Wickham, who is originally from St. Patrick but resides in Boucherjou, St. George, has made waves in the world of cake making, sculpting, and design, securing 3 awards at the prestigious Caribbean Baking Competition. He won the Best Wedding Cake category in the nomination awards among 8 nominees from Dominica, Antigua, St. Martin, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
First, I had to give thanks to the Most High, give me the strength. My support team at home, the government of Grenada who assist me to come here to accept this award today. The fans, the people who vote me, I appreciate everyone. So, thank you.
Wickham also captured the award for the Best Sculpted Cake.
This is where my passion is. I'll spend night and day just making a cake look exactly as the customer wants it. So I appreciate the people here. Thank you.
The young entrepreneur also walked away with the Cake Artist of the Year award.
This award goes to my 2 beautiful kids. You know, they keep me going every day, because sometimes I feel like quitting, but my 2 kids keep me going every day.
13 Caribbean islands participated in the Caribbean Baking Awards established by Mrs. Shonda Webster Glasgow. Operating his small business, Fantasy Cakes, in Boucherjou, St. George, Wickham has carved a niche for himself with his unparalleled creativity and expertise. With hundreds of his unique cake designs, Wickham has garnered widespread acclaim for his exceptional creations. For GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Creatively done. And you know, I have tasted Mr. Wickham's cakes, just saying. Good going. Planning for the highly anticipated Miss Royalty Queen show began with organizers initiating contestant screenings last weekend for the November event. More on this Rena Pett Thomas report.
Preparation for the highly anticipated Miss Royalty Queen show, scheduled to take place in November of this year, got underway over the weekend as organizers kicked off the screening process for potential contestants. Aspiring contestants had the opportunity to showcase their talent, beauty, and charisma as they vie for a chance to participate in the prestigious pageant. The event, organized by BBL Promotion, debuted in 2019 and has since garnered widespread anticipation and acclaim among attendees. Leonie Patrick, executive member of BBL Promotion, spoke of the event.
Okay, well, today actually we are having the screening of contestants, young ladies, to audition for the Miss Royalty 2024 this year. Miss Royalty started since in 2019. It was something myself and my friend decided to try to do for young people, you know, to help them boost their self-esteem, self-confidence, help them to be more outspoken, because a lot of young ladies keep coming to me and letting me know that they are interested in taking part in this pageant. Even for the show itself, on the night of the event, they would literally come up to me and be like, it was such a great show, you should really have it, continue having it. So to me, I think the Miss Royalty is actually doing a good thing for the young ladies these days.
Since its inception, the Miss Royalty Queen show has become a hallmark event known for its celebration of beauty, talent, and empowerment. It serves as a platform for young women to not only showcase their poise and elegance, but also to advocate for important causes and make a positive impact in their communities. Libert Alexander, a member of BBL Promotion, said the organization has prepared young ladies for many different queen shows, most recently the one on the Sister Isle.
And to let the public know, we would have just concluded our Carnival Queen show in Carriacou, where we actually had the first runner-up in the name of Alia Henry. So BBL Promotion, we do prepare queens not only for BBL Promotion, but to actually have them going out there and representing the BBL Promotion. We are actually in the process of screening our contestants to select 8 of them to take part in the Miss Royalty 2024, which is going to be sometime in the latter part of November. And trust me, this morning what we've seen was very encouraging, and we await the rest of contestants in the second segment of our screening, which is going to start at 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
With its commitment to promoting exclusivity and diversity, the Miss Royalty Queen Show promises to once again captivate audience and be a source of inspiration. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
All right. A good deed was captured and shared through the GBN eyesore lens. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Members of the Rastafari Organization for Centralization are featured in tonight's eyesore, gifting a school and elderly home in St. David with produce from their farm. This act of service was in observance of Black History Month, which is commemorated in February. Kudos to the members of the organization for this thoughtful deed. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission.
Are you a VIP? Have you taken the necessary steps to safeguard your child's health? Let's get it right. Get your child on their vaccination schedule. Our national protection and coverage is our national priority. Our actions will impact Grenada's health and wellness. Let's make childhood immunization and vaccination number one. I am Senator Jonathan Lacrette, and I am a VIP champion. Let's make all our children VIPs, vaccinated, immunized, and protected.
Let's all be VIP champions.
A message from the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Be a VIP Childhood Vaccination and Immunization Campaign in collaboration with UNICEF and the Pan American Health Organization.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation for this morning. Those of you who are joining us for the very first time, welcome on board. I want to say a very special good morning to you, Miss Louisa Peters. Hope you're having a wonderful morning thus far. Jennifer Lawrence, good morning to you also. Who else is with us this morning? Well, you know, the normal crew, man. All right, this morning I'm joined for the first part of the conversation by a very distinguished gentleman, and when I bring him on the screen, you would see what I'm talking about. His whole attire is just distinguished. I'm speaking this morning with the resident British High Commissioner in Grenada, Mr. Victor Clark, and this morning is here to talk with us about an essay competition, but of course I would chit-chat with him a bit about his role and some of the services that he facilitates here in Grenada. Good morning, Mr. Clark. How are you?
Good morning. Very good, thank you.
How was your night? You had a wonderful night?
Always a pleasant night here in Grenada.
Okay. All right. Before we get into the real gist of the matter this morning, I want to sort of have a preamble as to what are your functions and roles here on island as the resident British High Commissioner. What do you do? What are your roles?
Well, I serve as the main contact point between the British government and the government and people of Grenada. So my role is very wide and varied, but certainly, looking at political issues, multilateral issues of trade, but also development work in particular and kind of cooperation. So looking at issues such as climate change, renewable energy, seeing how we can kind of collaborate and work together with Grenada on those issues, helping in terms of projects, be it in healthcare, education, infrastructure. In fact, I think this afternoon we'll be launching with the Prime Minister one of our kind of biggest infrastructure projects that we've had for some time here in Grenada, which is the overhaul of the water and sewerage network in southern Grenada. So it's about £17 million grant funding that we'll be launching this afternoon. So that's a flavour of what we do.
Okay. My next question would be, from the British point of view, how significant is this little territory, Grenada? How important is Grenada to you? How much do you pay attention to Grenada?
I lost you a little bit in that question.
Yeah, I was asking that, from the British government's point of view, perspective, how much do you really recognize and, embrace this tiny dot called Grenada?
Well, I mean, I think, a significant amount. I've worked in a number of different countries for my government. And comparatively, the focus and attention and kind of links and relationship with, Grenada, despite only having a population just over 100,000, comparatively is significantly more than some of the other countries that I've been in, which have populations of, say, 4 or 5 million people. And just recently, a couple of weeks ago, for the celebrations for the 50th anniversary, we had two senior guests come over to Mr. Lord Richard Benyon, as well as the Deputy Speaker of the British Houses of Parliament, Dame Rosie Winterton, who both came over. So that kind of gives you an indication of how seriously the UK, takes its relationship with Grenada and how important it is for us to kind of continue those good relations.
My next question could be a bit sensitive, but it's a talk that's out in the air as it relates to the reparations. That has been a big talk in recent times. From your government standpoint, is any consideration being given to that? Is that in the thought process of that?
Well, our focus is always on the here and now and kind of moving forwards. What we do with all of our development aid is look at those people and countries and areas in the world that we think needs the most. So where are the people in most need in today? Did you hear that?
No, we seem to have lost the Wi-Fi connection. The internet connection seems to be a bit shaky this morning for some reason. It's a bit unstable. All right, let's move on so that before we get a total shutdown, let's see what we can get from the gist of the conversation this morning. The British High Commission is in the process of joining with, collaborating with local organizations to have this essay competition going on. Could you give us some information on that?
Sure. So we're working with the Ministry of Education and all of the schools in the country to run an essay competition over the next couple of weeks. The title of the essay is "After 50 Years of Independence, What Does Membership of the Commonwealth Mean for Grenada?" And we're asking students in forms 3, 4, and 5 to submit essays up to 500 words outlining, their vision of Grenada's future and relationship with the Commonwealth. And we're hoping that on Commonwealth Day itself, we'll be able to announce the winners of the competition. And we have a first prize of a laptop computer, second prize of a tablet, and third prize of a smartwatch.
Okay, and what is the main, what are you trying to get from our students? Is it some historical data or some sort of historic appreciation for, what Grenada has been through? What's the main purpose of that conversation?
So, I think into the history of the Commonwealth, but also kind of focus a bit on the future. So what does the membership of the Commonwealth mean for Grenada moving forward? How can Grenada take most advantage of its membership of the Commonwealth over the next 50 years? I believe the Commonwealth is a unique kind of group of 56 independent countries who really share lots of key values, particularly in this day and age where some of these values are being challenged by certain countries around the world. I'm thinking of values such as democracy, rule of law, human rights, freedom of press, free speech. Those things are being challenged in some places around the world, and how can Grenada kind of protect those values that it shares with its Commonwealth partners and work together with the Commonwealth moving forward over the next 50 years.
Okay. All right. Well, I know our people well enough. I know our teachers are very inspirational. They are going to work along with their students. And for clarification, is there a specific form that the essay competition is pointed towards? So from what form? What grade?
So forms 3, 4, and 5. It's open to essays from many students in those 3 forms.
Okay, and if my memory serves me right, I think it's a case of when the students from the various schools write their essays, there will be a sort of panel to judge the best, and I think the best 2 from the schools will be presented?
Yes, so up to a maximum of 3 from any one school can be submitted, and then a panel of ourselves here at the High Commission, together with the Ministry of Education, we'll have a look over all of those essays and choose the winners.
Okay. All right. Well, I can guarantee you that you'll get some mind-boggling essays coming from our students, because we're very creative. And it's not in the days when I went to school when we were not that very articulate. The students nowadays, they are going to give you some essays that will leave you in awe.
I'm looking forward to it, and I fully agree. From what I've seen from the students here in Grenada, I'm excited to see what they're going to put down.
Mr. Clark, I'm very happy to have you this morning. I know I'm just guessing here that you're normally a later riser, but this morning you had to wake up earlier to be with me this morning. So are you going to go back and take a 5?
I'll take a quick few minutes. I have to look after my kids a little bit over breakfast, and then I'll come back down to the office.
Have a good day, sir, and we look forward to hearing from you in the not-too-distant future when the results will be announced, okay?
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Have a good day, sir, and we look forward to hearing from you in the not-too-distant future when the results will be announced, okay?
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Have a good day, sir, and we look forward to hearing from you in the not-too-distant future when the results will be announced, okay?
Fantastic.
Have a good one.
Thank you, and to all your viewers.
The pleasure is always ours here at the GBN. Have a great day now. All right, folks, I've been speaking there with Mr. Victor Clark, the resident British High Commissioner to Grenada, as they promote that essay competition among the 3rd, 4th, and 5th form students of our secondary schools as it relates to Grenada's 50th independence and what does our country benefit from the Commonwealth. We'll take a quick commercial break. It's 30 minutes after 7 o'clock. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS Self-Employment Program.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Whether you're shopping for hardware, building materials, and appliances, Hubbard's Building Supplies at Grandans is the place to shop. With improved facilities, increased parking, wider variety of products, and a trendy and spacious layout, catering for all your shopping needs. Why wait? Visit Hubbard's Building Supplies today. Now open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Hubbard's. Quality service, affordable prices.
It is important to know what your road signs and markings means. The zigzag lines means you should not park in the marked area. Parking is allowed inside the solid white lines on the edge of the road. Remember, look out for pedestrians. Pedestrians, be sure the vehicle comes to a complete stop before crossing. These tips can save your life. These tips can make our roads safer for all users. Be safe, be seen, be smart. A message from the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force.
You know, one day I woke up and, you know, they painted a set of pedestrian crossing all along the streets. You know, nobody told us how to use that thing properly.
I know how.
You're serious?
Every safe, good driver knows about these things. As a driver, you have to be very attentive. You know you're coming up close to a pedestrian cross, you start slowing down immediately, looking to see if there's any pedestrian on the side getting ready to cross. If there is, you stop on the line that is a certain distance before the crosswalk. Then you would see the pedestrian put their hands out, looking directly at you, indicating that they are going to cross. And only when you have come to a complete stop, that is when they will quickly and safely cross to the other side. And then you continue happily on your journey.
Stop. Look.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. And we do have a caller on. We do have a caller on the line. Good morning, caller.
Oh, yes, good morning to you, sir.
How are you?
Oh, quiet, and how are you today?
I am doing good.
Don't frighten the seat. You're doing fantastic.
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good. I like the push you're pushing there, Keep on.
Right, okay.
But I'll tell you something. We're pounding education, and yes, we need to do this. But how about a place to put the graduates? When they are qualified, where do you put them? I say that to say that 3 businesses were sold in Grenada over the years: Cinnamon Hills, the cigarette factory, and Hubbard's, all purchased by foreign people. Yeah? And it is existing business. It is not added business, so it's the same staff. Yeah? How about taking it beyond just purchasing a business or existing business and going on creating a new business? There is, I seen in the advertisement, 2 places that I brought the attention of the government, the authorities, let's put it that way, for 2 mini industrial parks in St. David's up for sale. This is Galby in St. David's and Latant in St. Now, specifically, that area between Croshu and Latant, what they call Russian Point. That's a nice spot for an industrial center. That area between Latant and Galby, that point there, is also up for sale. Identify as a mini industrial park. Now, I want to alert the government because I think the government should move in speedily to secure these 2 places for the purpose of creating jobs in the parish of St. David's. The private sector, I think, is too reliant on the government policy. They should have their own policy. So whether the government have a policy which lends to the development, they should have their own policy to create development because they are building the economy, growing the economy for the government to manage. So I'm challenging these 2 entities. Private sector, get up and come out, expand. Look at the young people. Look at your jobs, as a matter of fact. Your business, as a matter of fact. Because if there is no people, if there is no business, people can survive. So create new businesses to stay alive. I'm challenging these 2 people. Please.
Okay. All right.
Come out and invest, expand.
How about you doing some investment? How about you taking the initiative and do some investment?
I will challenge you to go to Rukin, Middle Road, Rock Road, and see what is done there. That's me.
Okay.
If you go down to Galby, the state of Galby today is me.
Wow.
Yeah?
Okay.
The same Rukin, you will ask questions and say I did a lot of work there. Malmont Bay, that road is me.
Okay.
And the government to some extent. Yeah? So I am doing a lot, I'm pushing a lot for that, but the business people are not taking the opportunity to expand.
All right.
Don't wait on government.
But let me ask you a question, right? Just for conversation purposes. What is your feeling at the moment as it relates to the recognition given to St. David? Don't you think a lot is about to happen in St. David?
I have not heard. I was relying on you to call me to let me in on those things because I'm pushing St. David, which is, I think, the parish that will unlock the economy. Yeah? And push Grenada forward.
It is said in some quarters that St. David will soon become the new capital of Grenada.
Well, I push for that personally. And if it is accepted, yes, it's welcome. St. David will be or should be the new capital, with Galby being the main port of Grenada. Galby Bay being the main port. St. David's, as I said, will unlock the economy. It will bring Grenada exactly where it is. The parish that have the most economic potential. And so I don't know, I said we'll be sabotaging St. David's over the years. If St. David's is developed the way it should develop, trust me, it will make a big difference in the lives of Grenadians and Grenada. So yes, but bring it soon. I don't like talk all the time, Bring it. Whilst we are talking, doing those things, the costs of doing things rise in. so we have to tend to bid the cost.
Okay.
Do it. Get the infrastructure going. Challenge the business people on that level. Yeah?
Okay.
Bring in the water, the electricity, the road, and see what they will do. I think they're going to respond. Just as they respond to what I did, I believe they're going to respond to something bigger. Right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good day. I want to reach out and say a very special good morning to a very ardent listener, Yulin Isaac out there in Marquis. That's Marquis among Carmel. Good morning to you and the entire home circle. Mommy, we're Randy gone back up. I hope everything is fine. I'm happy to know that you're locked in every morning, and so sad that I don't say good morning to you, but I'm saying it this morning. All right? Good. So Pauline Barreto agrees with me when I said, she says, so correct. St. David would be housing the new hospital. Therefore, we need to develop other parishes. All right. Marilyn Gordon, what's about the country area? It need to be developed as well, starting from St. Patrick's down to St. Mark. That is so correct. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Innocent.
Morning, welcome.
I'm going international this morning. But also it's linked to here. The world seems to be condemning the U.S. for the veto of that resolution and the Security Council acting for immediate ceasefire. Even France seems to have been dissatisfied with them. After weeks of making every effort, 13 members voted for the U.S. with its veto power, refused to support, and as such, the carnage continued. In fact, China have accused the Americans of supporting the slaughter of the Palestinians, and this is happening in the week that the UN and that the ICJ is looking at another case to the one that started in January about the legitimacy of the U.S. of Israel's grabbing of Palestinian land. And I would say with Julius and Malema, the war there is not between Israel and Hamas, but it's between U.S. and Hamas, or the Palestinians. Because, I mean, America is, U.S. is considered the strongest military or powerful country. And if you cannot show a lead by example, where people are being killed, children are starving and getting sick and dying, and you're going to continue, refuse to do what is necessary, what is useful. I mean, I could go on, so I wouldn't stay longer this morning on that. So, Innocent, have a good morning.
Thanks, and same to you, bro. Have a good one yourself. It's 18 minutes on to, just turned 17 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Yeah, I want to say good morning to my partner, What Up Boy, on the bus HD390. How are you doing, partners? You good? And good morning, Tayo and family out there in Bellevue. Also, teacher Reggie and, the surrounding areas. Honorable Minister Adrian Persuader Thomas. Good morning. Good morning, caller.
Yes, Mr. Joseph, good morning. Greetings, how are you?
I am good. Good morning.
Listen, Mr. Joseph, I would like to make a humble suggestion. The next time you have such an important dignitary representative of the British Foreign Office and whatnot, I would like to recommend that you bring him in person and give the people of this country some time to throw some questions out to him. I have a couple for him, I was waiting to have the opportunity, but he's gone now. And then, of course, the internet is breaking apart the conversation. But Mr. Joseph, he said I first like to refer briefly to the question you threw at him about what Grenada means to the United Kingdom and so on. I love that answer.
I know you would have liked that question.
I know that, you see, the time has come that they had to come clean. They had to come clean. It is often said that parents, meaning the authority, wonder why the streams are bitter, when in fact it is they, the authority, who have poison the fountain. Listen, Mr. Joseph, finally I would like to comment on another statement the gentleman made relative to Britain's, where should we say, to the United Kingdom and so on, upholding of democracy, human rights, freedom of speech, and all the other quote-unquote Western values. Interesting conversation, but listen to this. I wanted to ask him, is what Rwanda doing in the Democratic Republic of Congo today respect for democracy and human rights of us? Rwanda is a Commonwealth country. Remember that. We're talking about Commonwealth. Is what the Israeli government, the state of Israel, doing to the Palestinian people, which the United Kingdom aids and abets, supports morally, politically, the United Nations and elsewhere, and finance them and arm them to do, upholding democratic rights and Western, these things, Western values? I ask the question. What, excuse me to round up one more, there are a lot of them, but I don't want to give another one. Is what they're doing to Julian Assange for speaking the truth about the war crimes of the United States in Afghanistan and Iraq, and having been tortured in Belmarsh prison today, upholding fundamental rights and freedom of speech. Bah humbug them Englanders, lying the streets. Oh, what a tangle where we went forth we practice to deceive an old Englander that did that in 1808. So Walter Scott, there's so much more to say, but here now we'll stop for today. Have a nice day, William, Mr. Joseph, sir.
Thanks and same to you. Thanks and same to you. I want to say good morning to my good old-time partner from the early days of teaching, boy, Ulrich Schoon. Toby, good morning, all the way. Nobody would know what this Toby means, but let's leave it like that, all right? Have a good one, man. Enjoy the call, all right? Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Hinson. How are you doing?
I'm good. Welcome, Culture Man. How are you?
Well, I'm not tuning to the radio. What is your topic this morning? What is your...
Tell me what you want to say. I'll accommodate what you want to say.
Okay, yesterday morning, I was listening to the program where the outreach culture who was on your program talking about fertilizers and how to whatever soil and I mean with the fertilizer I don't have to know. Whatever. But I did not get everything because I was away of the radio, but I was around in my yard. But all I try was to call, get you, but I cannot get you. But the fertilizer, where this fertilizer will be located, where the farmers will have to be good to get the fertilizer.
You can get it at the Maribo propagation station and also at the agricultural station in Las Vegas, all right?
Okay, Las Vegas. So how much about the selling the fertilizer?
If my memory serves me correct, it's there's a variance in the costing. In that one set is I think $40 and the others are $50. Yeah, that's my memory.
And how long this program started?
It starts on the 28th of this month.
On the 28th of this month?
And it runs for 1 month.
I want to make sure that if like farms and things don't fall out as yet, because sometimes, don't have me wrong, but I know a little history about them things on them because when the partisans and who come, that they will say that, okay, like the fertilizer might finish that thing, So I heard they say that is 5 bags for farmers, But what I'm saying now is 5 and 6 bags. But no, you have to pay in like your land, so whatever, like your cocoa book or your note book.
Your farmer's ID.
Yeah, farmer's ID.
Yeah.
And I don't say, okay, like how much of acres of land, because last year when they was giving it in Carlton Junction, that I went with my cocoa care and stuff, So I hope that process will be keep on going.
Well, let me tell you, Culture Man, let me tell you, what was said yesterday is that it's 5 bags per farmer. However, if you request more than 5, then the senior agriculture officer, I think, will evaluate your situation and then determine whether you can get more or not, okay?
All right, and again, now, they have some seats in the office. No vex are not like me because plain talk. Because I am a farmer and just give me a good time, but I would not kill you your time because I don't have to call. Now, I think it was sometime early this month. I went to the agriculture office in Grenville. that they have a whole box of corn seeds. Now, I mean, a whole box of corn seeds. What they have it doing? What they have it doing? Give farmers who need, share the corn seeds. Give the people them to plant up the garden, do something. But they have the corn seeds and them in the office. Same thing as how they use it to do. A lot of stuff spoil in this agriculture office, upstairs, downstairs, wherever. Give the seeds out now. They want to give it to the partisans and to the friends. So what are even the consider before to catch weevils and for them to go through it afterwards? God don't like that.
Okay.
Share the seeds. Don't try to advantage people being as a, you know what I mean? Culturman is a NDC, Bronx is a NNP. They have their partisans and they have their friends.
All right, Culturman. All right, we hear you.
Good morning.
You too. God bless you.
You too.
All right. Folks, it's 10 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a final commercial break in the program. Then we come back with the wrap. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to the conversation. It's 7 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's head back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, my brother.
Miss Jacob, how you do?
I'm fine, man. I'm fine. But one thing make me, oh God, by this morning I cry.
What you cry for?
PCD, she gonna leave me. She gonna leave us.
You're sorry she go?
Yeah, man. I tell her already she shouldn't answer Daddy.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. Daddy called me twice last year. When I was down in the home, they had some kind of thing that is going wrong, and I get it. I went down in hospital, but that time you're in hospital, but nobody can come and see you.
All right.
I get 6 bottles of drips. 6, you know, bottle of drips. Daddy called me, but I didn't answer him. He gave me 1 call. I doesn't answer people 1 call. No way. Anybody call you 1 call, don't answer nobody.
Okay.
It could be your father, it could be your mother, it could be your wife. Don't answer 1 call. Never.
Okay.
My grandmother tell me that. You mustn't answer 1 call.
Okay.
So also, my sympathy goes out to his family. Because last week we were asking for PCD, you know, you forget to ask last week.
Ask about her.
Yes, you asked about her last week. She come and tell us something.
All right. So, okay, well, Miss Jacob, have a good day.
And you have a good day too,
yes.
Coming by me today.
We love you.
The one that walk in on Sunday evening.
Okay, all right.
By me 1 o'clock.
All right, that's good. So have a good day.
Come and look for me too.
I go come. I tell you, I'll come by you one of these days. All right.
Right.
Okay, have a good one. We love you.
Blessed day.
Yes.
And God bless you all, and I love you all. Bye bye.
All right, love you. Bye bye, Miss Jacob. Have a good day, folks. It's 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
A pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning. Welcome.
I want to have an announcement made.
Is it possible you could turn down your volume, please?
Yes.
Lovely. Thank you.
Right?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Yes, I want to have an announcement made yesterday morning concerning cooking gas. Nothing was said about, I think, the 40-pound cylinder. Sorry, the 20-pound cylinder. Does it remain?
Yeah, it remains. It doesn't change. If it's
I didn't hear that. You only made mention of the other the other gases, the other cooking gas.
Right. Well, that's a given, huh?
Yeah. One other thing. I also want to have on the behavior of Israel. Now, Israel has been, the Israel of today that we're talking about is not the Israel of long ago. They, what you call, come here people. There was this thing in 1948, I don't know if you could remember that. And they keep harassing Hamas. I think Spain and Ireland have been questioning the attitude of Israel. And what is worse, that America is supporting Israel with arms and ammunition. I mean, by God, what is going on? And I foresee, it was mentioned, that this could lead to World War III. I mean, I don't think we could afford a World War again, having experienced World War II. I was a little guy who had to, cut short on flour. You had people fighting to buy bread and all that sort of thing, and a lot of other things. The German submarines were in these waters. Tourist boat, I think it was a tourist boat, went to St. Lucia. The German sub followed the boat into St. Lucia and torpedoed it, and a lot of other things. I mean, I think that Israel should be stopped, brought to the round table, if I would call it so, and have some discussion about this whole idea, and come down on America passing on arms and ammunition to Israel. This, I don't know what adjective to use to describe that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. 2 minutes away from 8 o'clock, we can accommodate another caller. Let's see who will it be. All right, let's head on to the phone. Good morning, caller. No, caller, you've got to do better than that. Turn the volume down, please. All right, let's do this. Good morning, caller.
Hey, good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome.
Yes, yesterday morning, I think the last caller, he spoke about not only food security, but food safety. And, this is something I think we need to look at closely, because we could be talking about it having food, and yet our food security is a serious problem, because we observe the health of our people has been deteriorating. With the amount of cancers, you want to wonder, is it the food we eat, part of the food that we're eating, that is contributing in a large measure to that. Also, there's something else. Is in the small countries, we have so many vehicles. All this fuels that we are breathing in, are those contributing to our health? And every day more vehicles are coming to this small country. Definitely, we need to look at that in a serious way. People will say the rights to, but is it that we prefer to have the rights and we are being killed? Have a good day, innocent.
Thank you very much, caller. And that brings us to the end of the program for the morning. Those of you who called and participated one way or the other, thank you very much. And if the good Lord spare our lives and the authorities permit, we'll do this together again tomorrow, same time, frequencies, channels, and platform. I love you. Bye-bye.